deep along with Siobhan Richardson. Richardson, a newcomer from last week on this team. He wears number 14 for the Venom. And here we go. We're ready for the kickoff. The Columbus Lions and the Amarillo Venom on TPSN and News Channel 10-2. Glad you're with us here from Amarillo, the Civic Center Coliseum. And here is the kick. High and deep. And it will be taken in the end zone by Siobhan Richardson. He goes right up the middle, one man to beat, and he will take it the distance. How about that start for the Venom?
Well, the offense didn't even need to step on the field for the points to keep on being scored for the Venom. You saw that return, the block set up great, just needed to make one cut, only had the kicker to beat, and was able to just blow right past him to get into the end zone. A tremendous play to start this game, and a lot of momentum on the Venom side right off the bat.
Wow, and Siobhan Richardson making an impact right away in his first game with the Amarillo Venom. That was an explosive beginning and couldn't have drawn it up any better for this big home showdown between the defending league champion Columbus Lions and the homestanding Amarillo Venom. Now we'll get the two-point conversion. Dalton Cole is the quarterback. Dalton James, of course, is one of the injuries that KJ mentioned on our pregame a moment ago. And so he's not here this week. But in the backfield, hopefully a very capable replacement from the Ohio State University, Maurice Contact Dowse, wearing number 6. And now as we get set, let's get the officials' call.
Now, Amarillo Venom, they're first. It's 30 seconds.
So the Venom a little unsure of things with the clock at 13:44, just barely any time elapsed with the opening kickoff going the distance. But you definitely want to be on the same page, so no reason not to spend an early timeout and get everything straight.
And Mike, that could be one of the things we talked about with a lot of new players out there. Getting everyone on the same page may be a challenge, but having that big early score right off the kickoff makes things a lot easier. You have a little more time to get things sorted away and figure things out. And the real thing that stands out to me about that kickoff return was I got the chance to go out to the Venom practice this week, and Dalton Cole made note while he was throwing of just how fast his receivers were. He was even getting a little frustrated trying to catch up with their speed.
Wow.
And you saw the speed on full display right there.
Boy, he certainly did. Right up the middle, Siobhan Richardson taking it to the house. All right, let's see what Cole and company have in mind on this two-point conversion. He'll drop back to pass and throws to the near side. It is caught in the end zone for the two-point conversion. Coming down with that is wide receiver Zachary Atkinson, and the Venom looking very strong here early. They lead it 8-0 with 13:41 to play here in this first quarter.
You saw Cole had 2 receivers in the area there. It seemed as though they thought they misconnected on the first glance. It seemed as though he just missed his receiver, but luckily 2 in the area, able to find that two-point conversion in the back of the end zone and put 8 points on the board early.
Being in a new league, the American Indoor Football League, we thought we might look at some of the rules and the differences in rules from what has been the case in past leagues. And one of the things, KJ, that I know you pointed out is this thing called Uno. It's not the Uno game, the card game that we're all used to, but we want to explain that as we go along here in just a little while. So that's it is worth 1 point, but it's an interesting, really an interesting rule that I've never heard of in any league before, that the kickoff team can actually score an Uno.
Well, we'll see if it comes into play right here. You made note, of course, one of the ways you can get it has to go through the uprights on the kickoff. Now, you made note of the low ceilings and kind of the
rafters,
here in the Civic Center and how that can make that difficult.
Here's Thomas Cadera, and he puts it out of the back of the end zone. And so the Columbus
did not touch anything in the field of play. The ball be placed at the 20-yard line. First down, Amarillo Venom.
And there's that rule interpretation. They will start at the 20. So, yeah, in this arena, it's going to be really hard to score an Uno, I would think.
Right.
It's the same reason they don't kick a field goal from way back deep. It's because the rafters hang pretty low here, and that can get you hung up when you try a long place kick. So Not sure we'll see many Unos, but wouldn't that be something if we did?
Well, it was interesting to see on that kick. It seemed like they tried to kick it a little lower, maybe an attempt for an Uno. Obviously not the location he probably wanted on that kick.
Quarterback is Marcus Brooks for the Columbus Lions, and he will drop back to pass, and he will go deep right off the bat, and that ball is incomplete. Looking for his receiver, Jarman Ferdson. He was looking for a flag, but doesn't get it.
And you saw, it looked like Ferdson, of course, as you mentioned, midway through his route, stopped and kind of was calling for that flag. Wasn't getting it. I don't know that he would have been able to catch up to it anyway. Might have been a little bit of a hold there. It was hard to tell on the initial view of it, but nonetheless, incomplete for the Lions.
Roderick Kirkland was in coverage for the Venom. Brooks under center again. Quick drop this time and throw to the far side. It's complete and out to about the 20-yard line with the catch is Roman Deloach. And that will be just short of a first down. It'll be second and about a yard to go. First down marker at the 20.
Third and about a yard.
Third down. Yeah, I forgot about the first down long pass incompletion. So 3rd and 1 here for the Lions. Brooks with a big running back to his right. And he will get the carry over the far side. And the Venom not having any of that. Meeting it first for Amarillo was J.T. Graydon, and he got some help from his teammates. And I think that was big Corey Washington in the backfield there, nearly 300 pounds of running back on that play, and there's no gain.
Well, it looked like the Lions were going to be able to pick that up on first glance, but a great play by Washington to plug that hole and now force a 4th and 1 here for the Lions early on.
See what Brooks has in mind on 4th down. He'll go short underneath. They have the first down and more, and an easy score on the pass play to Dominic Ewing. And quickly the Lions silence this hometown crowd from Amarillo as they get on the board and cut the deficit to 2.
And just a smart play from the Lions. The Venom in off coverage there, for whatever reason, on 4th and short, able to just pick up a quick 3-yard hitch and then use that speed to bring it all the way into the end zone. So smart offensive play calling there from the Lions to get the touchdown.
And I was going to say they were going to go for 2, but it looks like they're trying to get a place kicker or a holder out on the field. Or maybe a quarterback, who knows? No, it's a holder. Place kicker is Ryson Richardson. And his kick is good, right down the middle. So with 10:19 to go in this rapidly moving first quarter, it's the Venom leading the Lions by a score of 8-7. And that's getting back to a little bit of the rules of the American Indoor Football, KJ, about extra point kicks, 1 point. Now you can drop kick it for 2, correct?
Yes, drop kick it for 2 points. Also have that option, as you mentioned, if you are in 4th down situation, if you want to try to get the 4 points via drop kick of a field goal, you can do that, or just do the place kick field goal. So a lot of different ways to score for these teams. Yeah,
and you see safety there worth 2 points, and then it gets to that Uno, which we were talking about, the 1 point awarded to the kicking team if the kicker kicks through the uprights and over the crossbar on any free kick. So now some interesting differences in maybe some of the other indoor leagues that the Amarillo Venom have played in, and we'll get to some of the others a little bit later on in our coverage. 8-7, each team scoring on their first possession. Well, really, the Venom haven't even had an offensive possession yet. They took the opening kickoff for the distance, and this one high and deep, and I think that might have been good for an Uno had it been a little further to the left, but it goes
the 20-yard line. First down, Amarillo Venom.
Certainly pretty close, and normally I would suggest maybe not giving another team the ball at the 20-yard line, but after the Venom just returned that first kickoff all the way to the house, maybe the better option for the Lions at this point in the game to try to keep it away from those dangerous Venom return men.
All right, we'll see the Venom on offense now and see what they can do to on their first offensive possession. They've scored on special teams. And again, in the backfield this week, the running back Maurice Contact-Dowse from Ohio State. Dalton Cole, the quarterback. And in motion all over the place, but they'll keep it on the ground, and then flags fly everywhere.
Snap, false start, number 7, offense, 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
So the Venom misfiring on that first down play. And Dalton Cole, he looked good in last week's win, but also Caleb Lowe came in and played well at quarterback for the Venom. So it looks like they're pretty set, at least at that position.
Absolutely, and it's certainly an interesting play there where Cole gets called for the false start for the Venom. Must have just had a little bit of a miscommunication on the snap that backs him up now 5 yards after the kickoff went out of the back of the end zone.
Obviously, the timing has to be right with those receivers going from deep in motion and hit the line of scrimmage just at the right moment. Here's the throw, and nearly picked off on the near side of the field. Went right through the hands of one of the Lion defenders. He's going to punish himself with a few push-ups. Mike Swan, the player who felt like he needed to hang on to that football, and probably the coaches agree with that. That could have been a big change in momentum.
Well, that's certainly one way to show a little self-accountability on the field for dropping the interception, but I don't know if I'd want to tire myself out too much dealing with these Venom receivers.
Yeah, because they do have a lot of speed, as we've already mentioned. Here's Cole under pressure, and he will go down at the 5-yard line. Back there, a couple of Lions players, Cam Washington, and I think DeKevan Ware was the first to greet him. And so a big loss on the play, and the Venom going in the wrong direction suddenly.
And that was just a miscommunication up front and blocking, Mike, there. It seemed like the Venom is not on the right, not on the same page on the offensive line, and now you're talking about a penalty and a sack to back you up and give you 3rd and long here. We know these Venom receivers can dig you out of a hole like this, but not something you want to put yourself in after this is our first look at the Venom offense today after they had that big return to start, really. So not a great sign in the early going here for the Venom.
Venom offensive front was pretty strong in last week's game, giving up an early sack here. So a long way to go on 3rd and 19 for the Venom, and Cole able to pick it up, thankfully, or that could have been disastrous. And now some back and forth between a couple of the players.
And the miscues continue a little bit early here, Mike. Just a bad snap. Cole couldn't handle it. It looked like his running back even might have gotten in the way a little bit. That didn't help. And now the Venom really in a tough spot, 4th and long, and we'll see what they decide to do here.
Very fortunate bounce on that fumble. Clock running, as it will, by the way, and we'll have one of those slides up for the timing of the game coming up in a little while, but the clock runs until there is 1 minute left in the half. All right, so the Venom backed up deep in their own territory, and it will be Thomas Red Cadera, and it will be a field goal attempt from a long way away.
He seems to be trying to get an idea of where to space himself here on this one with not a lot of room to work with.
Well, and you can't get it up high because and that's about as good as he could hope for. It's taken around the 15-yard line and some room around the far side of the field, and Marte Deers makes a good return out of it for the Lions, and they'll set up shop in business. But there is a penalty marker back at the line of scrimmage. Well, you see, you just didn't have much room back there.
No, certainly not. Not what you want as a kicker in terms of getting yourself a little bit of a runway there. But still.
Number 5, defense, 5-yard penalty, replay, 4th down.
All right. We'll see if that changes the decision here for the Venom.
That certainly helps Amarillo's cause.
At the very least, gives you a little bit more space
to
get this kickoff.
Room maybe, yeah. I would think that they would try to go for it here, and that's Well, maybe not. The Cadera is still on. Place kicker for the Venom out of William Penn University. Oh, no, it's Dalton Cole back there as well. He's the holder. Okay, so he will, if we ever get the play underway, will be the holder.
Columbus Lions, their first timeout on the field.
So we have a timeout with 6:21 to play in this opening quarter. It's been a good one as we expected. It's the Amarillo Venom leading the Columbus Lions by a score of 8-7. And we'll come back to the Civic Center in just a moment on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network and News Channel 10-2.
BritCare has been working to make your daily routine a little easier for over 25 years. And now you can track your blood sugar with real-time readings without the finger sticks. Stop by and speak with one of our experts about continuous glucose monitors. You can pick it up on site or get it shipped directly to your door. Plus, we will work directly with your doctor. We're here, we're local, and we'll always be there for you. BritCare Home Medical, 1800 South Coulter.
If you want a hip and groovy spot to pursue your success, look no further than the campuses of Amarillo College.
For over 90 years, AC has been educating for the future. So pursue your passion here, where success is timeless.
Do you have transmission problems? Scottish Transmissions has been your go-to transmission specialist since 1972 with 21st century technology featuring great old-fashioned service, minor repairs, major repairs, and specialized maintenance to increase performance and longevity. Scottish Transmission, a hometown business with a nationwide warranty, still at 4040 Canyon Drive or ScottishTransmission.com. Call Scotty's 806-358-4040.
Scotty's Transmission.
8-7 ball game here in the first quarter between the Amarillo Venom and the defending league champions, the Columbus Lions. Mike Roden along with KJ Doyle. Glad you're with us on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network and News Channel 10-2. Venom backed up deep in their own territory. And on is their place kicker, Red Cadera, to try to boot them out of trouble a little bit. Has more room to work with, but that one is blocked and goes right up into the air. And it will be brought down by the Venom, but it's not going to really matter unless the scrum goes a long way. And so that will result in the ball going over on downs. And that's, again, the difficulty on a kick like that.
First down, Columbus Lions.
You just have to get it down as low as you possibly can, and that is one of the problems. You might get it blocked, and that's exactly what happened.
Right. I think you're saying the Civic Center, you're seeing the Civic Center just come into play there, certainly. And, you know, we thought the re-kick was going to help the Venom. It seems
maybe not.
Not so much on that play. And then the kind of the miscues continue here early. You see how big that first kickoff return was because the Venom are still in the lead. If they can just work past some of the miscues here, they're still in a good position.
Marcus Brooks is the quarterback. He is under center. And we'll throw over the middle, and the flag comes in as the ball is caught as Raman Deloach makes the catch in the end zone, pending the penalty flag.
Interference, defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
Well, Mike, you saw Deloach use all of his 6'5" build. Not easy for anyone to cover on this Venom roster when you have a receiver with that kind of size, and you get him in motion with that kind of size. That's a lot to deal with, especially when he's got a head of steam, and you saw the Lions take full advantage of it on that touchdown.
Now the try for the extra point from Richardson. Made his first attempt and makes the second as well. So 14-8 our score with 5:28 to go in this opening quarter. And let's get back to some of the American indoor football rules and just how things are situated, KJ, as we talk about the field. And you had a question during one of the breaks as well.
Yes, as far as the sideline and how that comes into factor, we saw it on the kickoff or the field goal that the Amarillo had, where they went down the sideline, and how the sideline and out of bounds works a little bit differently in indoor football.
And also you see here the game consists of 4 15-minute quarters, modified running clock, except for the final minute of each half as well. All right, we will have a timeout and come back right after this on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network and News Channel 10-2.
Is your house letting in more than just sunshine? Drafty windows and doors can make your home feel uncomfortable and cost you money on your energy bills. Here at Reese Window and Door Replacement, we can help. We specialize in replacing windows, exterior doors, storm doors, and even pet doors. Our experienced technicians will get the job done right, quickly and efficiently. Don't suffer through another summer with drafty windows and doors. Call today for your free estimate. That's 806-335-0677. Reese Window and Door Replacement.
Across the Texas Panhandle, high school football is what defines the fall. And after the stadiums are empty, there's only one more thing to do. Enjoy a freshly baked pizza from Domino's. Call and get it delivered right to your door. Or order on our convenient app and choose Domino's Carside Delivery. Then let us know when you're here, and we'll have it out to you in less than 2 minutes. So enjoy watching the night's highlights with a slice in hand. Domino's Pizza. You'll be glad you did.
Ortega's Lawn Care Service, your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Find us on Facebook or call 341-0004. That's Ortega's Lawn Care Service. Well, after the timeout, we'll get the kickoff now with the Venom trailing for the first time, 14-8.
And Mike, if I was the Lions here, I'd kick it right out of the back of the end zone again. The Venom haven't shown much on offense so far in this game, and I'm fine with giving them at the 20 with what we saw on that last drive.
Siobhan Richardson returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown for the Venom. And there is a long kick that will go out of the back, just as KJ predicted. And so no chance for Richardson or Rodney
the 20-yard line, first down, Amarillo Venom.
Well, hopefully this offensive possession will be a little bit better than what the previous offensive possession for the Venom was.
You know, Mike, we didn't see it on that last crowd shot, but we're seeing a lot of green in the crowd for St. Patrick's Day. I'm glad to see so many people coming out showing their holiday spirit here. The green and the red really making it feel like Christmas for the Venom.
They are in their red uniforms, or at least a lot more red. In addition to the gold, they had pretty much all gold uniforms last week. So from the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Here for the Amarillo Venom. Quarterback Dalton Cole sends his men in motion. He'll run an option play to the right side. Running back hit and dropped. Pushed back is Nigel Seeley in at running back on that play, and that goes for negative yardage.
I like the idea for the Venom just trying to get something going on offense after they struggled the last time out, but the Lions just all over it in this defense, playing with a lot of confidence right now after what they were able to accomplish on that last drive, and you can see it. They just have a different aura about them right now out there on the field, Lions. And the Venom, I think they need to try to take advantage of this speed on the outside, just look deep, try to get one of these receivers behind the defense.
Yeah, there were 4, maybe even 5 defenders there for the Lions, led by DeCavian Ware. And Seeley just had no place to run. So 2nd down and about 15 at least to go for the Venom. Here's the pass deep over the middle, and that was the intention, as you mentioned, KJ. Looking for one of those speedy wideouts. That one was Rodney Pierre, but a little bit too far and out of his reach, incomplete.
And Cole did have him there, just a little bit overthrown, as you mentioned. You know, the coverage wasn't terrible there. It wasn't going to be an easy pass by any means, but those are the ones you definitely want to have if you're Dalton Cole, especially when you're at this point trailing in the game by 6 and you're looking for something to get this offense feeling confident.
So 3rd down and 15 now. The ball right at the 15-yard line. Venom just kind of feel like they just need a positive play on offense, even if it doesn't go for a score or anything like that. Just something positive here. Cole will put it up and again goes deep, and that looked like the player was hit well before the ball arrived. Maybe it was uncatchable, but wow, there was some contact there.
And, you know, I really don't hate the idea there, Mike, but if you looked at the 20-yard line, Zachary Atkinson was open on a short hitch, and you had mentioned it, just looking for something positive at this point, and unfortunately, they go for the big play, and it come up a little bit short of that. There was a little bit of context. You mentioned a little bit of a bump. Was the pass uncatchable? Was a little bit out of bounds. Hard to say.
Venom, they're second. It's 30 seconds.
Coach Krantz is not at all happy.
Looks like he probably wanted a flag there.
I think saying that he's unhappy is a bit of an understatement. Yes, he definitely wanted a flag there. And there was, I think he's got a legitimate complaint. By the way, the intended receiver was Hassan Brockman for the Venom. And again, just too deep on the passes from the quarterback, Dalton Cole. Coach Krantz will take a minute to be able to get his opinion across.
Yeah, and I think a good moment there from Coach Krantz. Just, try to spark the team a little bit, get them fired up a little bit and get some emotion injected into the game.
So on 4th and 15, here's the pass. This one, much like the previous two, but that is just a good defensive play that time by the Lions. And back there deep defending was James Gray, and he timed that perfectly. And again, it was Brockman, the intended target.
And Mike, I'm going to say it again. I understand the impulse to go deep, and especially in that situation. But Atkinson, again, was open on a little 5-yard hitch on the far side of the field. And although you need the big play there, especially with it being 4th down, you saw what the Lions were able to do. Theirs was 4th and short. It's a little different. But 5-yard hitch, you make one move, you can get right past your defender into the end zone. I think they need to take what the defense is giving them a little bit more on some of those plays.
Marcus Brooks, the quarterback for the Lions, 6'2", 230-pounder. He's got some size, and this play is going to be whistled dead before it gets underway. Romelio Kimbrough is the running back, 5'11", 248-pounder.
Snap, false start, number 56, offense, 5-yard penalty, it's first down.
Well, that'll help things for the Venom cause as they trail 14-8. As we wind down this first period of play in this big battle of, the defending league champions, and looking at their history, they've won several league titles in various leagues, have the Columbus Lions. Same for the Amarillo Venom. Venom always a contender in whatever league they're playing. That's why this is such an early season showdown between these two teams, expected to battle for the AIF title as well. Quarterback will put it up, and the catch is made just outside the 5-yard line. Coming down with that reception is Dominic Ewing, and Ewing was covered pretty well, but able to bring it down. You see here on the replay.
And it's just great ball placement from the Lions quarterback there, right in between the safety and the linebacker. Great communication with his receiver to put it in the right spot and find the gap in the defense to set them up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, you're right. That was just a perfect pass by Marcus Brooks. So 1st and goal here for the Lions, leading by 6 and threatening for more. Brooks goes under center. And here come the Venom, and a flag on the play as he should be out. I thought he went out around the 10-yard line, or maybe just inside the 10, but let's check out the marker. Here's the call.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, it's first down.
So that'll help the Venom, at least for the moment.
And Mike, this could be a huge turning point in this game. We're already down 6 points if you're the Venom. You get a penalty, you back them up here a little bit. They need to get this stop. And if they're able to, then they can get right back into this game. The offense is showing some positive things on that side of the ball. They just need to connect on a few plays and get themselves feeling a little bit of confidence, because you can tell they're still not on the same page. They're trying to figure that out with a lot of new players in the mix.
So it's 1st and goal now at the 10-yard line for the Lions. Brooks directing his offensive personnel. Short drop, throw over the middle is caught for the touchdown. Right into the waiting arms of Jarman Furtson.
And, Mike, you're going to see on this replay, the Venom a little bit upset. It looked like a little bit of contact at the top of the route. We can't quite see it in that shot, but it looked like there might have been a little bit of contact. You see the defensive back complaining a little bit, maybe wanting an offensive pass interference call. It looked like a little bit of a push-off, but hard for the referees to call in that situation.
Roderick Kirkland defending on the play for the Venom. And that will wrap up the first quarter of play.
We'll have one on time down for the try.
All right, so we will hang on to it even though the clock shows zeros and get the extra point try here from the place kicker. Bryson Richardson, 2 for 2 so far. And you can make that 3 for 3. So through one quarter of play, it's the Columbus Lions leading the Amarillo Venom 21-8 here at the Amarillo Civic Center. Second quarter upcoming. Stay with us. More Venom football right after this on the Tech.
Introducing Ortega's Lawn Care Service. Need a lawn makeover? We know lawn care. Whether you're planting, trimming, or just need routine maintenance, we do it all. Your lawn deserves the best. Your lawn transformed. Don't wait. Get a quote today. We're here for you. Your journey to a beautiful lawn starts here. Call us today at 806-341-0004. Let's get started. Call us today at 806-341-0004.
I'm Traven John, and you're watching Venom Football on News Channel 10.
Well, an entertaining first quarter, KJ. Right out of the box, we got the touchdown return on the opening kickoff by Siobhan Richardson of the Venom, but have not been able to get on the board since then. And meanwhile, the Lions, as advertised, with 21 first quarter points.
Well, pun fully intended, just